Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Razovy, and welcome to the Razovy Revived channel. Today, I want to talk about several, actually 10 different Steam games that in this case are highly discounted. Now, keep in mind, even though you will see everything in euros, these discounts also apply for my American viewers, except it will be in dollars for you. But if you see 90% off, I can guarantee you it'll also be most likely 90% off in your country. However, it'll be in your local currency, like the American dollar. So keep that in mind. Now, let's start with Borderlands 3. Now, this game, and I have to be honest here, if I compare this to, for example, Borderlands 2, Borderlands 3 is not better. Is Borderlands 3 a good game, though? Yeah, I actually kind of like it. If I can choose between Borderlands 2 or Borderlands 3, I'll always go for Borderlands 2. But taking into consideration that this game used to be $60 and is now $6, that is pretty damn cool. Now, just to be on the safe side here, let's also take a look at Borderlands 2, which is actually more expensive right now. It is 75% off. If you haven't ever played Borderlands 2, yeah, buy this one instead of Borderlands 3. But if I'm going to assume that you have played Borderlands 2 at some point in your life, so then Borderlands 3 will make more sense. No, excuse me, I have allergies right now. It's horrible. Sorry. So basically, what is Borderlands? If you have truly no clue, it's basically a game where you have an insane amount of types of guns that you use to, in this case, eliminate your enemies with right in the game. It's an FPS. It's what you would call a looter shooter, right? And it is just mindless fun. That is what this is. It's a mindless fun game. You turn off your brain. You just shoot things. It's fun. It's funny. It's wacky. I recommend it a ton. However, like I said, if you have never, ever played Borderlands 2, go for that one. It's $2 more expensive, but it's way more worth it than Borderlands 3. The only reason that I put Borderlands 3 here at first is because it's such an insane discount, okay? And it's also newer. This is from 2020, and Borderlands 2 is from when? I don't even know. 2012. So, yeah, there's a difference here. I played Borderlands 2 on the Xbox 360. So that's how I even know about it. Anyway, let's go to the second game. Second game, 80% off, almost €3. So I'm going to assume it's like $3 something in the US. Crypt of the NecroDancer. It's a rhythm game, but it's not just a rhythm game. This is not like Osu or something. Basically, you have to go through a dungeon, and this dungeon, whenever you move, and also whenever your enemies move, it's on the beat, okay? So you have to, it's a rhythm game, like I said. This game is not easy. Let me put it very, very simply. This game is not easy. In fact, I dare to say this game is freaking difficult, depending on what you want to do in the game. If you just want to complete it, it's already quite difficult. If you want to 100% it, as in get all of the achievements, good freaking luck. I have not been able to do it. And maybe that doesn't mean anything to you, fair enough, but I am unable to do it. It is too difficult. At some point, I just gave up, okay? And many people share this sentiment. It is difficult, okay? Just the base game is difficult, let alone 100%ing it. Basically, it's kind of like a roguelite type of thing. It's just really fun. And really, for $3, you cannot go wrong. And also, it runs on many different computers, right? I'm assuming it's Steam Deck verified. Yeah, so you can even play it on a Steam Deck. I haven't checked that for Borderlands. Borderlands 2 is playable on the Steam Deck. I know I played it on the Steam Deck. It's definitely playable. Borderlands 3 is not... It says playable. When I played it on the Steam Deck, it really stuttered a lot. So I'm going to say it's not playable, but maybe that's just my personal experience. But I had trouble running Borderlands 3 on the Steam Deck. But this game, you can run it. A potato can run Crypt of the NecroDancer, and it's still a good game. Third game, Risk of Rain. Now, Risk of Rain is it says it here as well. It's an action roguelite. What does that mean? Well, basically, you're this guy right here that you see here on the image, And basically you run around, shoot at enemies, level up, get better abilities, and you shoot more enemies until eventually you have to shoot a boss, destroy the boss, and then it's off to the next level, and eventually you'll win, or most likely lose. Risk of Rain 2. It's a very fun and addicting game. Again, from the 3 that I just showed you, I would definitely go for Crypt of the NecroDancer, in my opinion. I like that one the most from these 3. But is Risk of Rain 2 good? Yes, it's awesome. It's very addicting. I remember playing this for hours and hours, and you know what? I'm not even gonna get into it, but it was so late at that point. Anyway, so Risk of Rain 2 is such a fun game, definitely worth it, and it's also a very fun multiplayer game. I have played this with friends, and I've played this alone, and I can assure you that playing this with friends is so much more fun. Also because it's a little bit easier that way, because the game is quite difficult. I know that some people are chuckling right now because some people have played this game so much that it's just easy for them, but I think it's quite a difficult game. Not as difficult as Crypt of the NecroDancer, but it's difficult, you know what I mean? So it's also Steam Deck verified. Yeah, of course, look, it's not a very demanding game, but it's definitely good. Then we have one of my current favorites, a game that I play an awful lot, Guilty Gear Strive. Now, Guilty Gear Strive is a game that I really, really like. It is basically a fighting game, a 2D fighting game, that is. And this 2D fighting game is just freaking awesome. If you like anime art, and I hope that you do, because otherwise you should not buy this game. But if you like anime art, this game is so freaking good, man. It's insane. Basically, what this game does is it puts you up to, especially if you like to play online, it puts you up to these insanely good Japanese people. If you choose the Japanese server, which is the most populated one, they will destroy you at first, but if you have the grit to bear it, eventually you'll be able to pawn them as well. And it's just a lot of fun, really. This game is so much fun. When it comes to the online, though, because that is what you'll be mainly playing, I'm going to assume, I have to admit that it is not as streamlined, the matchmaking that is, as something like, for example, Street Fighter 6. Okay, so Street Fighter 6 is definitely better than when it comes to matchmaking than Guilty Gear Strive, but it's still good. It's still an awesome game. It's definitely something that I would recommend. But yeah, when it comes to the matchmaking, it could have been better. Is it a good game though? Heck yeah. It says it's playable on the Steam Deck. That's because sometimes you need to navigate the the menus, maybe with the mouse or something. You can just use the trackpads. But basically, this game is freaking awesome, and it runs well on the Steam Deck. Then we have the GOAT, the BioShock The Collection. $9. Please, just get this. If you have never played the BioShock games, what are you doing? Come on. It is so freaking good. You could even, if you really want to, let's say that you don't want to spend $9 on it, you could just get BioShock 1 and 2 individually. You'll save a couple of bucks, and it's so good. It is just so insanely good. I really, even if you just want to buy one of them, just get the first one. It's so good. It's so freaking good. BioShock is basically a game about, here, I'll click on it. It's basically, you go to this underwater world. I won't explain why that is built there, because that's part of the charm for you to find out. You go to this underwater world, and basically, things have gone crazy there. People have gone insane. There are monsters. It's not what I should call them, but there's like, I don't know. It's scary, okay? It's a horror game, but it's not incredibly scary or something. But people have gone insane. You need to navigate yourself through this whole maze of a world. It's fun, and the story is freaking good. Then we have Celeste. Celeste is basically a platformer, 2D platformer. It's difficult, and if you want 100% it, it's even more difficult. It's fun though, and the story. It has a minimal story, but the minimal story that it has is actually pretty freaking nice. 50% off, worth it. Then we have Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. This is a controversial one, I think, in the list, because I don't think everyone will like this. It is a game that, actually, I can also see it has mixed reviews, 68% positive, and it's just like Borderlands 3. It's a looter shooter, but it's set in a fantasy world, and it has guns, but it also has magic and dragons and that kind of stuff. I like it. Is it better than Borderlands 2? No. Is it good? In my opinion, yeah, it is. It's actually pretty fun. It's Steam Deck verified. I played it a lot on the Steam Deck. I like it. But from everything that you've seen on this list, unless this really speaks to you, I would go dead last with buying this one, okay? From everything that I've mentioned so far, these games tend to be better compared to Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Is it good though? Yeah, I think so. So if this really speaks to you, if you're really into the whole fantasy thing, yeah, sure, get it. It's good. I put it in this list for a reason, you know what I mean? So then we go to another favorite of mine, Arcana Heart 3 Love Mech 6 Stars Extend. That's one hell of a title right there. This is a fighting game. Look, if you want to do online stuff, go for, Go for Guilty Gear Strive if you want to fight other people. This game, you don't really buy this for the online anymore. I just like the anime aesthetics. I've played this game on the PlayStation 2, or at least its predecessors. I just like this game, and I know that a lot of people who watch my channel are anime fans. You're gonna like this. If you're an anime fan and you are kind of into 2D fighting games, you're going to really like this. It's such a fun game. There's a lot of good stuff in here, and it's 80% off. It's Steam Deck verified, so if you have a Steam Deck, what are you waiting for? It's so good. Again, I played this a ton on the Steam Deck. In fact, I don't think I've ever booted this up on my PC. I think I've only played this on the Steam Deck. It's just really good. Then we have Mafia Definitive Edition. Now, this game is an open world game. I'm not an open world kind of guy, and yet I still like this game quite a bit. It's an old game. The definitive edition is not. It's from 2020, but the Mafia itself, the series, is an old game. Basically, you're in the time where America is at its peak when it comes to the whole Mafia thing, right? And it's 80% off, by the way. And you are a member of the Mafia, gangster, and basically just solve problems that need to be solving, if you catch my drift, within the whole organized crime situation. It is playable on the Steam Deck. I have never played it on the Steam Deck, so I don't know. It says playable, so I'm assuming that it is. But I don't know. I've only played it on PC. But is it good? The story is amazing. If you're going to buy this game, you're mainly going to buy it for the story, though. Okay, the gameplay is good. It's not bad. But compare this gameplay to something like Guilty Gear or Risk of Rain or Crypt of the NecroDancer, yeah, then this gameplay is not mind-blowing, you know what I mean? It's mainly the story that you're going to buy it for. And that's fine. It's good. Then the final one, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate. If you have played Hades, let's see if I can find it, Hades. If you have played this game, then basically you're going to notice that this game, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one, is kind of similar. Is it exactly the same? Nope. Is it kind of good though? Yeah. Is it the best Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game that I've ever played? Hell no, absolutely not. There are way better ones out there, like for example TMNT. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I think it's this one. Is it this one? Yes, this one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge is way better in my opinion. It really harks back to the Super Nintendo era of this game, and it's so good. But it's not discounted, so I could not put it in this list. But is this game good? Yeah, it's fun. It's just not as good as the one that I just mentioned, the Shredder's Revenge one. But it's fun. It has this Hades type of vibe to it. Especially if you want to play multiplayer, it's really good. But it's, you know what I personally don't like about it? Call me stupid for it, I don't care, but it's the 2.5D. I like pixel art, and if you're not going to use pixel art, just do 3D. I don't like the whole 2.5D, 2.5D type of art. It's not for me. I don't like the aspect of it. A lot of people swear by it, and by all means do so, but it's not for me. It's 50% off, $14, completely verified on the Steam Deck. It's good. Wonderful game. Take a look at it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me go over it one more time and then we're done. So, Splintered Fate, Mafia Definitive Edition, Arcana Heart 3, Tiny Tina's Wonderland, Celeste, BioShock The Whole Collection, or just get one, preferably the first one if you've never played it, Guilty Gear Strive, Risk of Rain 2, Crypt of the NecroDancer, and then of course Borderlands 3, or if you've never played it, Borderlands 2, which is also heavily discounted. But keep in mind, it's an older game. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to click on the like button. Sorry for the constant noise in the background. My neighbors are being horrible. I will see you guys later, and bye-bye.